Hey guys, today is a real deep, intense, basically content. I wanted to address it due to a certain situation that's currently happening right now. And it's been going on for years, obviously. And you most likely know a family member or a friend or, someone that is going through this. And I'm just gonna speak on it. And like I said, this is judge-free channel. You speak your mind, you comment as long as it's respectful. Okay, so basically we have one of the legends that's currently in a hospital, and it's unfortunate we're hearing so many different stories on him being here or passing away. No one knows the real story, but anyway, there's things out there stating that due to a drug overdose he has suffered a heart attack or multiple heart attacks. No one knows, okay? We don't know the full story, but it's unfortunate because this man is so talented. He is so talented, and this man knows the Bible more than a lot of people out there, more than a lot of churchgoers. Like, seriously, he could say a certain verse and know exactly what it means, which parts of the Bible, the name, every single thing. But he had one particular demon that followed him for the rest of his life. He actually had someone at the age of 14, if I'm correct, introduce him, he believed, to smoke a blunt, some weed. And not knowing, unfortunately, that weed was laced with crack cocaine. From that point on, he said everything went downhill, and that's all he's ever known. He had that addiction, and he's been fighting it forever. And it's unfortunate because these are the type of people you trust to say, okay, I'm gonna hit a blunt. You're not thinking this person's gonna lace it with crack, cocaine, heroin, whatever they lace with. They can lace it with anything. They can lace it with something to kill you. It's crazy. You can't trust your own people when it comes to that. You gotta have your own stuff. Do your own thing. Roll it yourself, lick it yourself, everything, whatever. But anyway, he's been fighting it for years. Now we all know people, a family member, a friend, or someone in a neighborhood that's addicted. Either someone laced their stuff with it, or they went through something where they felt drugs or prescription medications was the best way to go to help them cope with what they're dealing with. They rather feel like they're not here. It gives them this excitement, this great feeling, apparently, for a few minutes, and then they want another hit. That's sad and unfortunate that they're medicating themselves, doing that to kind of not be here or think about what's going on in their life or in life in general. And my thing is therapy, counseling. If people actually had access to this, it would help so much. And also, if it wasn't downplayed or made into this bad thing that therapy or counseling or things like that is horrible, and we don't do that, we never did that, we don't need that, we talk to each other, or you just suck it up. No, any little thing or anyone could actually help. I feel there should be more access to that. It should be accessible to those people who need it, and those people that feel, hey, I need someone to talk to. I need to figure out how to go about certain things in life. And hey, I'm trying to make some changes, become a better version of myself, or I feel myself falling to the deep end. Anyone that needs it should be accessible to them. But anyway, I have some entertainers that I admire, and I did a lot of research when I was in junior high school about like Billie Holiday and Bessie Smith and different jazz, blues entertainers like that, and I was highly intrigued. It's like, wow, they're black people, and they were famous. They actually started and began certain things, multiple languages, so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm gonna read a list of people that passed on due to prescription drugs or crack cocaine, heroin, whatever drug. They're all horrible. We have Jared Higgins, aka Juice WRLD, passed away 2019 at the age of 21. Lil Peep, overdose of fentanyl and Xanax, passed away 2017 at the age of 21. Prince, accidental, they say, fentanyl overdose, passed away 2016 at the age of 57. Chris Kelly passed away from overdose of cocaine and heroin in 2013 at the age of 34. Whitney Houston, due to her health issues and everything else, and drug use, she passed away in 2012 at the age of 48. Michael Jackson passed away due to a cocktail of prescription medication. 2009, he passed away at the age of 50. Ike Turner, overdose, accidental, they say, of cocaine in 2007, at the age of 76. Phyllis Hyman, if you go to her story, her documentary is a beautiful woman. And I'm not saying the outside, the inside. This woman was a very nice woman from what people said about her. But she needed to seek help, a therapist. She was fighting a battle that some people knew about, and it was difficult for her. And apparently she had mental illness. She died of suicide from prescription drugs, 1995 at the age of 45. We have Jimi Hendrix, died as well in 1970 at the age of 27. Billie Holiday, alcoholism, and some say she was introduced to other things as well that led to her demise in 1959 at the age of 44. So I'm just giving you some examples. There's many more that this has actually happened to. People introducing them to it, saying, oh, it's not gonna hurt you, it's not gonna do anything wrong, you'll be fine, so on and so forth. And that's how they get a control of you, having you under the influence. And some people, like I said, they use it as a coping mechanism. And now we have a legend in the hospital that's not doing so well. That hit me hard yesterday. It brought me to tears because you see different videos and different things like that, and everyone, make mistakes and do some crazy stuff. But you could tell he had a heart, kind heart, very talented, lyrics, everything. And like I said, could quote a Bible scripture like nothing. And we don't know where he stands at this time, which is unfortunate. And also I want to address, if you do know someone, people say, oh, like someone stated, if he had friends and family to help him and guide him so he wouldn't do it anymore, basically that's what they're saying. I'm gonna say, I knew of someone as a little girl growing up that was addicted to, I guess, the crack cocaine. And it's an addiction that's hard to break once you're on. Whatever drug it is that you're addicted to is hard to get off of. And that person just kept doing the drug, and they end up having seizures. And I'm a little girl, and I have to see all of this. I didn't know what a seizure was. It was just horrible. I still, to this day, remember the smell. Some people don't know that when that person was having those seizures, bite their tongue so it's blood, frothing at the mouth and different things like that. And it is something no one should have to experience unless you're in the medical field and you're like, okay, I know what's going on, I know exactly what to do. But as a little kid, you shouldn't have to witness something like that. Knowing, basically there was nothing medical going on with this person. And like I said, as a little girl, you don't know what the hell is going on. It can happen at any given time. It can happen with driving, anything. But thank God it happened in the house whenever I was there. And unfortunately, that left kind of a little, at that point, a little trauma. So, like I said, that leaves you with, hey, I can still remember those days. I remember that smell because of what that person was doing that led to those seizures. And I don't know if the person is still alive today. I just can't. Growing up in Brooklyn, you've seen people on drugs, you've seen what they call the crackheads, the this and that, so on and so forth. And I always said to myself, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to end up like that. I don't want to be a drug user. I don't want to be a drug seller. I want to do better. So after seeing that and witnessing things like that, I automatically knew that's not what I want to be. That's not the road I want to go down. The person was stealing from family. And I remember I had this beautiful ring that I bought myself as a little girl. I used to save my money. And beautiful pink stone. And one day it just wasn't there anymore. And I always wondered what happened to it, but I already had an idea basically on what happened. So, but no matter how many times people try to help this person, that he wasn't listening. He hung around the wrong people, and he just didn't, like, he cared but didn't. He felt it wasn't something bothering him, it shouldn't bother nobody else, so on and so forth. Well, long story short, that family friend is no longer a family friend. They have been cut off since all that stuff was happening. It's like if there's only so much you can actually do for that person. And I knew of someone also that had an addiction to crack cocaine, and their behavior was like demonic. And it was sad because this person had a kind heart, sociable with other people, crafty, different things like that, and had a lot of potential. But trying to break away from that drug, they could not do. And it's crazy because when someone's on drugs, they cannot see how they behave, how they look, the look in their eyes, their actions, their behavior. Like someone's following them, are you plotting against me? Or they get really violent and don't realize it. And then the next day it's like, what are you talking about? I didn't do that. I don't remember none of that. And it's scary. It's very scary. No matter how many times you try to help them, if they don't want the help, they don't see that anything is wrong, it's unfortunate. You got to just let them be. Let them be. Just like the athlete, I can't remember if it was basketball. Can't remember his name. I'm not even gonna say his name. But I believe he had a mental illness. He started to do drugs or something like that, and his family tried to help him, but then he ended up homeless. He was a famous basketball player. Ended up homeless. Someone found him, put him in a facility to get the help he need, and for him to restart his life, And I think that's awesome. But it's a fight, a battle for the rest of their lives, because drugs. Then you have those people that think, oh no, I'm fine. I just do a little bit here, a little bit there. You're addicted to it. I don't care if you do it once a week. It has a hold on you. You're the slave to the drug. If you are somebody who's addicted to prescription medications, alcohol, whatever it may, it's an addiction. You have to seek help. It's a fight, it's a battle every single day. But don't you think you're worth it? You are worth so much more. You think your kids don't see it? They see it. You think your kids don't hear? They hear about it. Hear about it from other family members, from friends, people in school. People don't even know, oh yeah, my such and such sell to they mom or they dad or whoever in the family, and they're a crackhead, or they hooked on perks, or well, it's just crazy. And then that little elixir that they talk about in the music, that's another issue. We as a people want to be known as kings and queens and respected, as respect our race, respect, this and that. Then we have those knuckleheads that don't. Those are the ones I don't claim. You want to make music glorifying whatever juice it is that basically has codeine and some other stuff in it to get you high. I believe a rapper died because he was doing that. Unfortunate. Then you have the ones addicted to pills, the ones that talk about it, oh, ecstasy and this and that, and they just rap about it and glorify it. Not realizing young people, even older people, like, yo, there's nothing wrong with it. If he's doing it, he's still alive. Look how good he look. Look how good he look on camera. You don't see what's behind the scenes. That's not reality. Why do you allow these horrible people to say, you know what, the only thing that sells, sex, drugs, and money. So those music videos and those songs better be about nothing about that. They make money off of you while killing you. Have you guys thought about that? Oh, look at that idiot. Yeah, he talk about drugs. Watch all these other folks follow him and start taking them drugs too. Yeah, we're gonna kill him up. He's gonna end up killing himself off as well as other people, but his music will live on forever. People keep buying his music because they're like, oh, he's such a good this, he's such a good that, and then, they up there making money, living their life. Those type of people don't care about you. And another thing, you don't have to sell drugs to make money. I don't care if you're not a school person, you're not intellectual, all this other crap. You could be a businessman. Run a damn business. Selling drugs is a business, right? You're so good at it, you could run a legit business. You ain't gotta look over your shoulder, you ain't gotta worry about being killed, you ain't gotta worry about no revenge, karma, all this other stuff. People coming to kill you, your family, your kids. None of that. And what messed me up the most, selling to your people. Oh, you all for the people. Oh, I'm going to this march. Oh, I want to have off Martin Luther King's Day. Oh, yeah, Black Power, blah, 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 whoop, whoop. Bullshit. But then you're on that corner selling to your people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Yeah. And then some say, oh, those are the weak. We're the strong ones. The weak ones be on drugs. Nah. No. Those are people that are being taken advantage of, that's going through something financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, and looking for a way out. And instead of you trying to help your people, power to the people, you're helping the racist scavengers basically destroy us. destroy our people, have kids without fathers, wives without husbands, women without men, men without women, kids without mothers. It's a vicious cycle. And no matter how many times we explain it or talk, people will be knuckleheads. People will feel, oh no, I'm a thug, I'm gangsta, I'm this and that. Okay, if you are, okay, let's take it back to the motherland. You're the head honcho. Okay, you're in a tribe. You're the head honcho. In tribes, what do? For their territory, for their people, for their tribe. They make sure they're well protected, but they do things in a positive way. Not to harm other tribes. Hell no, unless they have to defend each other because that tribe is trying to kill another tribe or member, or trying to rape the other tribe member. There's valid reasons. A lot of people are brainwashed. You say you own a block. Do you get paid? Like, yo, did you name the street after you? Did you name the street after you? Do you get paid? You know, how many buildings, how many, homes are you renting to people or you sell to people? If you do it legit, you will really own the block. Think about it. You ain't gotta do it by yourself. Do it with your tribe. Do it with your crew. Come together collectively, buy the block, buy the neighborhood, buy the island, buy land. Do something positive. Something positive for your community instead of helping the racist scavengers tear us down. We as a people already have to fight against racist, ignorant scavengers, and we have to fight against our own. It's a battle. It's a real battle. I hope this video touched someone out there to know that you are better than that. Be understanding to those that are addicted. They cannot help it. It's not easy to break. But then also remember, if they're not willing to get help, you have to remove yourself from them. Do not keep them in your circle because they will pull you down with them every single minute. I remember I was trying to help someone, and it was like a never-ending battle to the point it stressed me out. It made me physically ill. It was a horrible situation, very horrible. And you feel some sort of way because you want to help that person, but if they're not willing to help themselves, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? That's what my grandmother taught me. So if we all were to work together to say, hey, I know a therapist or someone you could talk to. So when you're having doubts or whatever that's going on, you can talk to this person. You don't have to medicate. Alcohol. You want to feel like, everything's okay. You're not here. There's different ways people could cope. We got to stand united. We got to stand strong, and you got to be willing to help that person, and they got to be willing to want the help. If not, you got to let them go. You got to let them go, or else they'll bring nothing but hurt, pain, misery, everything. You would have those days where you worry about them. Are they still alive? What's going on? I hope they're okay. It's difficult. Addiction. You could be addicted to anything. There's help for everyone. If you see it, speak on it. Stand up. And to those people that feel, hey, as long as it's not affecting me, I don't care, it's gonna come around to you eventually. It is, and it's unfortunate. So I love you guys. I hope this touched someone. And like I said, be more understanding to those that are addicted. Okay? Thank you guys. I just got word a few minutes ago that DMX has passed away. Condolences to his family and close friends. This one really hits home. We lost a really good one, a legend, and he will be missed.